Right, so as you can see, Ken is cutting all these strips for me here. He's cut them out of the actual roll actually, so he's cut me some strips out of that, and we're using that as our first roll of bandage, just going all the way around. We're taking it all the way up to there. Once we do that, then we're going to cut in some strips. So the ones that go around here, we've got a measure, we're cutting them. We're going to go from this edge here to here, down to here, and come out roughly about 100 mil. So we're going to do that all the way around that window. These ones, we're going to take it a bit higher. Actually take it roughly underneath this lip here. There's a lip here. So obviously water might come here and drip over. So we're going to take it up. All this area has this sort of lines on it, sort of rough area, which is for you to key to. So it could be felt, could be GRP, rubber, whatever. You stick to this area here. So we're going to come from about here. We're going to come down here. And then we're going to come out roughly about 100 mil as well. So we've got quite a few of these. It's going to take a little while. We've got 6 of these to do. And then bandaging all the edges and corners and stuff. We've got to do this little corner that I made up here as well. Get all those bits in. And then when it's dry, we'll cut our big pieces, lay them all out. And then we'll start glassing all this big area. So yeah, we're going to get right into it now. Time lapse. You like it like that. You like it like that. Cool down.
What's that there?
That's the 4, yeah? Thanks, sir. What that?
No problem, man. No problem. Let me know.
Let's see what the temperature's saying, yeah, well. Yeah, mind your business. 13. I wasn't too bad. 13 degrees. Temper, Mr. Flash.
When you was doing this in Namdi, what was you doing? Was you doing the rolling? Was you doing the consolidating with the metal thing?
Hold on. What you said?
When you and Namdi did this, Namdi was doing the rolling and you was using the metal thing.
Yeah.
You do the same thing. some more those things. Big ones.
Yeah, them two already, isn't it? Them two already.
Might be able to do it.
Right?
Yeah.
No. Keep it the way it is. Always keep this edge. See the edge? From the edge. That edge is got the pieces like that sticking out. Put it at the bottom so we can blend it down into the next one. Understand? Otherwise you get the sharp edge. So that one we go up a little bit. So we're going to do 2 rolls and then we'll stop. Do that little bit in the middle there. That bit. Actually, cut those as well. Let's do these bits here. So let's do this. That one like that. Just cut it. Let's do a piece here, piece there, piece over there. And then we'll stop there. And the next bit will be the middle. The piece. Yeah. So this will run from there to there. Just run from here to there. Now keep it the same. Come on, the same thing.
back behind you.
In position. That one, we roll that one up there. We'll leave it here. Last one, we'll just leave it there. Roll that one. Fine. Ah. Oh, take one of them sticks on there. There's a stick on the bench to make your handle for the rolling. The long handle there. What am I getting? That's on the bench. The stick. Screw onto the. That's my stick roller. It's not me. Start mixing this and stuff.
Right guys, so quick update. Here we are, we're back from lunch now and we are ready to start doing the main deck area. So you can see we had done all these edges here. Let's see if I can show you. So we've got the little corners on the edge to do. I'll do that from down below on the ladder, but we've done all these bits here. We built up, made this little corner here, around the corner, run up to there. We've also done a similar thing down here, all the way up here. We've done a lot around these windows. We haven't done around the plastic ones, but I'm going to do those after. So I've got a different way I'm going to do those. But these ones, we've gone around. There's a few little places I might want to patch again. I was getting a little bit of trouble with it laying down on some of the timber there. But I can always go over a few little bits, which is a good thing about fiberglass. So we've already cut out, as you saw, the pieces that we're going to be using here. We're going to try and see if we can get halfway to here and then stop. We'll let it set. While it's setting, we're going to work at the back here and put our last little bit of plywood at the back corner. By the time we've done that, we should be good to go and carry on. And then we're just going to have to jump down through that hole in the ladder to get back down. So that should be pretty much what it is. So we're about to mix that now. I'm going to be applying the adhesives, the resin, and the Kenneth's going to be consolidating, which is what we use the paddle roller for. That's this metal thing here. If you haven't seen it before when we're doing it, you have to use this. Do not think you can get away without using this. I can always tell a roof that has just been done with a roller and hasn't been consolidated. You get loads of pinholes, and these are the roofs that usually fail, and people say, oh, GRPs are no good. It's only no good if it's not been done properly, which is for anything. You need to consolidate this. This will close all the little holes. It'll let the fibers lie down nicely into the resin. You can see it here. I don't know if you guys can see it closely, but this is how your GRP should look. Okay, no holes or anything. All the fibers and the resin have all just sort of amalgamated together and become one, and it becomes like a plastic. Okay, that's what you're looking for. So anyway, as I said, we're gonna go and do this now. Let's see how we can get on. Alright guys, so let me see if I can show you. Again, it's something I've shown before, but I may be able to show you guys a little bit again. So this is the bucket that we use. Most products will have a measuring bucket. You need to have some sort of template or gauging to measure the ratio between the resin and the hardener. Okay, so on here, it's funny because it's actually written on the inside. That way it's back to front. But in the inside, you can choose what product you're using. So they actually have another product now, which is Curate 1, which is not what we're using. So don't worry about this one. You've got resin for 600 grams heavyweight mat, and you've got standard mat, which is what we're using, 450 grams per meter squared. And then you also have a top coat gauge as well. So we'll be using this chart here. So how much resin do you mix at a time so you don't waste it? Stuff is really expensive. It's about 130, 140 pound a tin, and we've got 3 tins for this job. So what you do is you measure out how much you're going to do at one time. We're going to do one strip at a time. Now this extension is almost 6 meters long. Yeah, So we're gonna go with 6 meters, because the matting is 1 meter wide. So 6 by 1 is 6 meters. If your roof is 4 meters wide and you're gonna do 4 meter strips, each strip will be 4 by 1, which is 4 meters. So you'd mix enough for 4 meters. So we're gonna do a 6 meter strip. We'll mix enough for 6 meters. To be honest, this thing here, the most you can mix in it is 6 anyway. So we're gonna mix it right up to 6. Now, when it comes to the hardener, how much hardener do you apply? If you look, this one's actually on the outside. If you look on the outside, you have winter hardeners, extra cold, 5 to 11 degrees, 12 to 17 degrees, 18 to 20 degrees, 22 to 35 degrees. So depending on what your temperature that you're working on outside is which one you'll use. Okay, I still find it setting really fast when we were doing the edging. So I'm gonna go to the cooler side, right, with 12 to 17. Now, when you pour your resin in the bucket, you're gonna see the line of how much resin is in there. Obviously, we're going to be using 6 there. We're going to fill it up to there. Now, when you turn it around on this side, you should see the green resin coming up to one of these lines. So let's say, for instance, it comes up to this line 270, then that is how much hardener you need to put in, 270 milliliters. Again, as I said, I'm going a bit less with everything, so I'll jump down to the one below, which should be 255. That just gives me a little bit more time to work with it. There is a dispenser, which you guys probably seen as well. You might see us when we're working on it. We put the hardener into the dispenser, and the dispenser allows you to measure how much hardener you're going to use. So that is pretty much it, really. Other than that, you just got to keep moving and don't waste time, because you don't get a lot of error with this stuff. So I'm going to fill this up to about the 6, which is going to be most of what we've got in this leftover in this tin. And the 6 is about here. Bear in mind, the roof is slightly sloping, so the measurement's not always 100%. Yeah, so bearing in mind that the roof is sloping, sometimes when I'm reading it, because I want to get the hardener a bit more accurate, I tend to sort of lift it up a little bit so it's a little bit more straight. So we are saying in cool 240, and the layer below that is 225. So I'm probably going to go 225. Grab us the stick as well, we can mix this. So this goes up to 70 or up to 80. So you can do it in certain amounts. So I can do 70, 70, and 70 is 140. And another 80 will give us 220. So we'll go for that. Let's go for that. Sorry. Cool. Let's put that over there somewhere, right back there. Right. So we're definitely gonna have to use the next tin for the next mix, isn't it? So we're gonna do two full lines of that, which will be 12. Yeah, I think we're gonna lease it. We might even use another small tin of resin, I think, after this. 3 tins, because of what we used earlier to do all the engine. Alright, let's put this up here. Cool. Right. So let's see where we're going. A meter wide. It's about where? Your pencil there, Ken. Let me just mark this in pencil a second. So I'm going to mark roughly where this is going to end. About here. Cool. Right. Alright. Watch your back here. So what I normally do is apply some of this to the deck first, about a meter out. Until I get about halfway, Kenneth will start rolling the mat into it. And as soon as I get to the end, I will start coming back over with a second coat on top, almost sandwiching it in between. And then, usually depending on how quick it's going off, Start consolidating it with the paddle roller. You might need to give it a little bit of time for it to soften up the mat. If you do it too early, the mat is too hard and it won't lay down. Well, this is already going brown, see what I mean? So we don't have a lot of time. This is why we do one roll at a time, because this is basically half a bucket, which is, when you do the maths, it's about 70 pounds. So if you thing it, then you're gonna waste it. Yeah, start rolling that one out. Get it. Let me show you. Yeah, about there is good. So just keep an eye on the front edge, yeah? Make sure the front edge is the same distance if you need to push it or back. Yeah, about there, that's good. Yeah, roll it there. Yeah, don't worry about the back bit, just focus on the front edge. Yeah. Should be even. No, push it back. Push it back to the front. Yeah, that's better. Watch your foot, yeah? Yeah, stop there. Got that far, yeah. No, it's a bit too much. Coming back too far, innit? It's slippery as well. Just this bit. Okay, good. Yeah, the front looking. Yeah, cool. Start going over now and go over a bit thicker. So you want to soak it now, but at the same time you want it to be even. So you don't want to have it soaking in one area and dry in another area. Wait until I get to the end, yeah, Ken? Yeah, because that time it'll have a little bit of time to soak. And then we should be good by then, I think. Huh? Yeah, I'm gonna go over there. Alright, go over here. So we're getting ready for the packing up for winter, but that's storing up for the winter, you get me? Oh, they put the food out for him, innit?
Yeah, when he goes there, there's no food, he comes there.
Living life. Okay. That should do it. You're halfway now. Alright. I think you can probably try and start now. Just go that way, keep it going that way, yeah? Yeah. Huh? Or was it? Yeah, I didn't want to put it too tight. Sorry, I have to screw it in the drill. The drill. Stuff is very slippery, so if there's any on the deck, be careful when you walk on it. The resin is very slippery. You good? Oh. I almost bought another one, you know. But that's why I need the acetone to clean it. Okay. It should be about the right amount. So try and go over the whole thing quickly, yeah? Don't spend too much time on it. We can go back over it again. Any spots that we miss. Yeah? Because it's gonna go off on you, spend too much time in one area. I might go over some areas with this as well again. When you're doing this bit here, Ken, when you're going up this way, do it slowly so it doesn't splash on the things down there, yeah? The resin. Do it gently. It's come out again. Might have to screw it in more. Yeah. We're having problems with our paddle roller. I took it apart and now it won't stay together. Let me go down there and have a look. There's a little bit left. Oh, a few bits. Over them again. And just roll those areas a little bit more. Back and forth, back and forth. Just giving it a now, that's just a thin more layer again. It's nice and soft now. When you see it gripping and starts sticking and lifting up sometimes, that's when you know it's nice and soft. And the consolidator is gonna just lay it down nicely. Little roller. Make sure you get no holes in it. So we're just going to keep going and move straight onto the next row. It's coming out again. So I'm going to start going on with the next bit, yeah? Before this goes off. You're not tying it down tight. Do it tight and bring it, let me see. Bring it tight and then let me see. Bring it tight. Do it tight and let me see. Do it tight and then bring it, let me see. Okay. This is going hard now, so I think that's the end of that. Okay. Not the straight edge, the frayed out edge. Always get the roller to always overlap as well with the resin for the next one to bond. It's overlapped by 100mm. Put some on the side here as well. So See if you can lay that down flat for me. If you have to tear it a little bit, you can tear it a little bit.
This comes along with dash it away, bro.
Let's just see if we've got another one in the van. Should have, you know. I always have them. I always keep buying another one. I should have. Always buy extras of this stuff because you don't want something failing on you in the middle of it. Like, I get a lot of rollers. I think I've had 6 rollers. In case one starts going hard on you in the middle of glassing, you know what I mean? They're only like £2 something. So, get loads of them little cheap brushes as well. So I'm doubling up with the resin on around the windows, with the matting around the windows, like a second layer. Because if anywhere's going to leak, it's going to be around the windows. So always give it extra. That's why I give it 1 layer first, and then the second layer I go up the windows again. So it gets 2 layers around the windows. And I never have any problems. Okay. So if you look at the first layer, you see it's completely see-through. There's no white bits in it. It should be completely transparent. If you see white bits after you're finished, it means those areas didn't get enough resin. It's kind of hard to correct it after, but you can just go over some areas with some resin or give it another patch of fiberglass tape over it just to be safe. But it should all be see-through and clear, and that's how you know you've done it right. That is saturated through and it's all sort of gel together. I think. Huh? No? Alright. I have to fix this one then. Just keep your eye on it. Just try to be gentle with it. Huh? Maybe loosen it a little bit if you have to. Last time. Make sure you get everything, all the white bits out. Soak it for you again. Came off. You might have to try and do it. You have to try and do it in a way to keep pulling it away from you, keep it towards you. Understand? Let me show you. Let me show you. You're staying on now, innit? You're staying on now, innit? Yeah, I cleaned out the thing that was, where's the stick?
Thanks, sir. Like you sprayed a lot.
This is starting to get hard now. This one. Yeah. If you keep it wet with the next coat, when like straight away, it usually can last, you know. If you leave it too long, it'll dry. But if you just keep on mixing, usually it lasts. The last one I did, I used 3 of them to do that. You know what I mean? because it kept on drying out, innit? Let this one soak. This part needs to soak more. Okay, go for it then. Let me do the middle one now. Yeah? Just keep going over it till all the white bits are out. Yeah. You can put that one on, Ken. That middle one for now. Ken, put the middle one on for me, please. Let it soak. And then you can put that one on as well. Remember to cut the edges for me, tear the edges right down there as well. You can step on it quickly before it gets thing and just cut those two edges and the front and the back edges. Yeah, and that one. Yeah. That's it. Maybe this is too thin, it's not laying enough again. It's going too hard. It's not getting enough thickness in it, you know? Alright, carry on. Some of that. Let me put a little bit over there quickly. Yeah, go over it again. And then give me a brush as well, please. Let me try and hit those corners. Right guys, so quick update. We have been soldering on. I had to stop recording because I had nowhere to put the tripod and nowhere to work. But what we did is after lunch we came back. After the first half of it dried, it only takes about an hour or so. We can walk on it. We've gone on to the other side. So we've got a little bit left to do, but we've pretty much done most of it. I'm going to show you guys what it's looking like. All right, so here we go. We're going to start here. So basically we started from the front, if you guys remembered. And we worked our way up towards the back. So all this area here now is dry, and you can see how it's see-through, and you can see right through the board. And that's it. There's a few little places, especially around the windows, that we need to tidy up. Some of them I'll grind some parts off and sort of re-bandage and stuff, some of the corners and stuff where it's just giving us trouble to lay down. Those are easy to sort out. Once now everything is dry and I come back, I can sort of tidy up and bandage all those areas, really make them nice. So that's what we'll do when we come back. But pretty much, yeah, at least we're pretty much watertight as far as this deck is concerned. So we basically got up to this area here, you guys can see, just up here. So as I said before, we need to sort out that toilet pipe so we can do that last bit of plywood at the back there, or OSB, and then we can glass that last corner there. Done all around here as well. But yeah, the main areas are actually done, so I don't have to worry so much about the weather, because the weather is going to turn next week. So at least I know by next week this will all be, you know, fully covered. We'll have these glass on as well. Obviously these are already covered with glass. There's also a third glass, so it's triple glazed. These are they're all triple glazed actually. It has a double glaze glass in it, and then it also has another sort of cover glass that goes on that overlaps, similar to what these have. So they're all triple glazed basically. But yeah, so happy days, we got our roof done, at least the messy part anyway. It's, as I said, a lot of little grinding off little bits and bandaging all around all of the windows just to make them nice and make sure they're completely watertight. Then we can put our glass on and then we're good to go. Yeah guys, so that is it. We are off now. It's 5 o'clock. So when we see you back, we shall be hopefully finishing this off. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. Also, if you learned anything or you've got any questions as well, please let me know in the comment section. I'll do my best. I know I'm behind on answering questions. There's so many comments and stuff I need to catch up with. Haven't had much of a chance since I've been back. But I will try my best to get back to your questions. So keep them coming. All right, guys. So we'll see you soon. Take care. Thanks for watching.